You want to be a part of history? So do I. We all will be. As the Greenbrier Knights come in and face the Tri-City Chili Peppers in the first installation of Cosmic Baseball. We'll play until 9 o'clock under regular lights, and then at 9 p.m. the transition from regular light to black light, and the first game ever played under black light begins here at Shepherd Stadium. Charlie Benami alongside Connor Shue. We're going to give you a ton of details, but first, our country's national anthem. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem, and things are just on fire here at Shepherd Stadium. Connor, I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, Charlie, I'm pretty fired up myself. Just look at this crowd. Sell out almost a full month ago, and these fans are pretty rowdy for Cosmic Baseball, which they won't see till 9 o'clock, but I can imagine they'll be chomping at the bit. But, you know, they'll get a good ball game before that as well.
It's going to be a very interesting ball game. The varsity Chili Peppers are on the road against the Wilson Tops. This is what's referred to as the split squad group. Still a whole lot of talent in Colonial Heights today, and we'll get you as many updates as we can about the big club's deal over in Wilson. But for this Chili Peppers team, youth is the name of the game. A lot of guys who just finished their freshman year, a lot of guys who are committed to Division I schools next year and getting their first taste of collegiate summer ball action. And they take on the Greenbrier Knights out of the Tidewater Summer League. The TWSL, over 75 years old. A notable league. Michael Kadire, among many other MLB alumni, have taken their talents to the Tidewater Summer League. So, an interconference type of matchup, and it should be very interesting to see both teams out there today. For the Peppers on the mound, it's a VMI product, Justin Spiegel. It'll be very interesting to see Spiegel pitch because he hasn't done a lot of it lately. He missed his senior year of high school at Thomas Dale due to injury, and he didn't pitch as a freshman at VMI. Teammates with people who were over in Wilson for the Chili Peppers, such as Clark Driscoll, Marcus Van Alstine, and Andrew Jones. Behind him, the outfield, it's Nolan McCabe in center field. Left field is Drew Cheatham. Right field is Jack Wilson. And on the infield, it's Grayson Harris, who's gotten some games for the Chili Peppers at first. Third, it's Nick Lamar out of Averett. And second, it's Gray Ellenberg, shortstop, Maddox Childress. For the Greenbrier Knights, they lead off with Trey Keels, perhaps their most decorated player. Keels goes to University of Miami, Ohio, and he was ranked as the number 66 overall prospect in his class by Perfect Game.
I don't know about you, Charlie, but I think he's who I'm most excited to see tonight.
Nice pitch there. A fastball gets Trey Keels swinging. And whatever the score of this game is, once 9 o'clock hits, we have a complete reset once we go into Cosmic mode. Spiegel deals. His breaking ball misses outside. Spiegel played for the Danville Otterbots last year in the Appalachian League under Desi Relaford, a former major leaguer, as he bounces that one foul. Also the father of Jevin Relaford, a shortstop for the Peninsula Pilots. So some connection to the Coastal Plain League there.
And we've seen a lot of Relaford. I mean, we've played the Pilots 3 times already in the early CPL season, and he's been a joy to watch at short, so the connection is pretty cool to see.
And he was very good for that team. Tied for second in runs and third in hits for the Otterbots. Swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout on 3 pitches from Justin Spiegel. 5 pitches, rather.
And regardless of the number of pitches, what a nice start against Spiegel, probably against the best bat in the Knights lineup that we'll see tonight, getting a 5-pitch strikeout.
Sylvester Clark coming off a redshirt freshman year. He nubs one to the right side, first baseman off, pitches it over to Spiegel for out number 1. That was Grayson Harris. So 2 quick outs to start the top of the first.
Quick work by Spiegel out there on the mound. He's looked really sharp despite not pitching the past year, and this is his first chance to pitch with the Chili Peppers JV squad as well, so you would think he'd be very rusty, but he's looked awesome out there on the mound.
His first pitch to the next hitter, Victor Johnson Jr., misses outside. Johnson Jr., a Virginia State product. Played with Chili Pepper Jameel Williams, as Spiegel makes it a 1-1 count with a swing and a miss from Johnson Jr. Also played with our MC tonight, Jody.
Jody Morris, a catcher over there at Virginia State. And he played with the Chili Peppers a little bit last year, got a couple of at-bats, and hope he can get a couple more this year. That'd be cool to see him out there at the plate.
And tonight Jody is wearing a just awesome silver-adorned suit jacket looking piece of clothing, and it's something to behold. Johnson Jr. stays alive with a foul ball.
Maybe they should make a UV reflective version of that shirt and put it on him and have him go out there and take some swings during Cosmic Baseball.
Misses outside. And the count runs 2-2. And it's a swing and a miss from Justin Spiegel. For Justin Spiegel, rather. 2 strikeouts, and he looked awesome. And that'll bring on the Greenbrier Knights. We'll be back in a quick moment.
Welcome to the Appliance Place Experience. We have been in business for over 45 years. We're a one-stop shop for all your appliance needs.
We offer sales, parts, service, and delivery and installation. We are your self-servicing dealer.
We have 2 conveniently located locations in Colonial Heights and in Midlothian.
So stop in and let us help you with all your appliance needs here at the Appliance Place.
up how
Justin Spiegel got the Greenbrier Knights down 1-2-3 in the top of the first, and that gives way to Sam Poor from Sewanee University. Tigers product didn't pitch last year, but is a Midlothian native, home to Chili Peppers, Andrew Jones, and Clark Driscoll, among others. And this game is big. You know, opening day is usually the biggest game of the season until the playoffs, if a team is lucky enough to get there. But this game is big. Glenn Sturdivant, senator from Virginia, came out to throw the first pitch. And not to discount the mayor of Colonial Heights, but getting a senator for this game proves just how big things are here in Cosmic Baseball land.
There's not much bigger you can get in the state of Virginia than getting the state senator to come out and throw the first pitch. That was really cool, and he did throw a strike, so he's still got some stuff out there. Sturman, he's only 41, so still some athleticism left there.
Definitely, you know, younger guy. And Nolan McCabe, right-handed center fielder who just graduated with an MBA from Averett, up at the plate. It'll be him, Drew Cheatham, and Colby Motley to start things off. Poor right-hander. And this place is just packed tonight, Connor.
And we saw the line that was spilling out the door an hour and a half early. It was all the way down Roanoke Street and past the parking lot, and just seeing the line for concessions too, it's been incredible.
Ball is flailed foul by McCabe. It's as good a time as any to kind of educate on what led to Cosmic Baseball. And that started with some glow sticks given to fans during a game a couple of seasons ago. And Jason Dean, our PA announcer, Chris Martin, team owner, kind of just talking, having a conversation, just like we are, and thought, hey, this could be a cool thing. And they went to some companies with the idea, and were essentially told this can't happen. Then about a year later, one of the companies that they reached out to said, we have them. And the collective from the Chili Peppers front office was, what do you have? And they said, the lights for that thing. And all of a sudden, lights were installed. The thought on a whim, the dream, became a reality. And tonight we're going to see it all come to fruition. But first, some baseball in regular light, as that ball is dribbled to the left side, throwing on the run, not in time, is the shortstop, Lovett. And Nolan McCabe is on with what you'd think they'd call a single. And they do.
Was a close play. McCabe might have beat it out, but the throw over, it just kind of bounced off the glove of the first baseman, TJ McGowan, over there. So it's up in the air.
That defense is McGowan, Smith, Lovett, Almeida, with Harris doing the catching. Johnson Jr., Keels, and Clark from left to right in the outfield.
And back to the Peppers, though, I'm really happy they're trotting out the chili, as in cold chili, uniforms tonight that they were wearing last night in their game against the Tops.
Just maybe it would have been nice if the Knights had some different colors today.
That is true. Does help that they're wearing the white pants, though.
Yes, and the blues are certainly a different shade. It's a baby blue versus like an ice blue. So not too confusing. Runner going, and that'll be a steal easily for McCabe. Nolan McCabe, 2 years, 2021 and 2022 at Averett, led the team in steals, so he's certainly a threat over there. As that ball is cracked to deep center field, drawing back his Keels, he makes the grab, tagging to third, and getting in there sliding is McCabe, so a fly out that does a job and gets a runner 90 feet from home for the Chili Peppers by Drew Cheatham. Colby Motley, one of the guys in this game who's taken at bats for the non-split squad Peppers. Just one, he's 0 for 1 on the year. He's committed to VCU next year. He'll team up with Jacob Lee, who's with the Peppers in Wilson. Lee had a huge 3-run home run to tie the game when the Peppers played the Pilots a couple of days ago in Peninsula. Motley strikes one foul down the first baseline.
And on the last check, it's a 3-0 ball game. The Peps are up right now on the Tops.
Here we go. Go Peps. Peppers on Peppers. Pour a really nice breaking ball. Gets a swing and a miss out of Motley. Pour, James River High School product. That was the same as the first hitter he faced, Nolan McCabe. Peppers to deal with the increased demand. They always have some smaller bleachers down the left field line in the kid zone. Today, the concessions area has more seating, including a bleacher. And Motley goes down swinging. Two really knee-breaking breaking balls get him to go.
Good to see Poor get out here with some confidence after allowing that leadoff base hit to McCabe. Induces the fly out and then that big strikeout right there. But I feel like you just got to have fun out there in this. It's an exhibition game. Doesn't count in the standings for either team. So it's all about the vibes today, Charlie.
Yeah, and this thing is going to get a little crazy when 9 o'clock hits. I don't want to go into all the details. Maybe leave a little for everybody on here to see, but it's going to get insane. Once that happens, everything that you know about this game changes on its head. Literally nothing will be the same. The score, the uniforms, the lights, of course. Cosmic Baseball went viral at the beginning of May, or rather in April-May area, when it was announced, some teasers released by the Peppers, and I mean, you heard about it from everybody.
Saw ESPN.
The Athletic, some major news organizations. Just an absolute success as that's rocketed to left field. Moving to his left and making the grab is Johnson Jr. Through one, we are tied at 0.
Welcome to the Appliance Place Experience. We have been in business for over 45 years. We're a one-stop shop for all your appliance needs.
We offer sales, parts, service, and delivery and installation. We are your self-servicing dealer.
We have 2 conveniently located locations in Colonial Heights and in Midlothian.
So stop in and let us help you with all your appliance needs here at the Appliance Place.
Through one inning, we have a tie ball game, and we have some fans enjoying a pie celebration. Fan getting pied by his significant other. Nothing better than some pie, but maybe not to the face.
Not necessarily, but that's just part of all the fun we have here at Shepherd Stadium. This is every game, but turning it up a little bit for the Cosmic Baseball Day. Love to see it.
Spiegel back on the mound. He will face Almeida, McGowan, and Chalfant. In the top of the first, we just came so close to catching a foul ball. Oh my God.
That's about as perfect of an arc as we possibly could have had.
We've talked about how perfect the arc would be, and that was almost it. It hit the facing of the barricade, or rather of the roof, but like as low as it possibly could. That was it. And if it was going to happen any night, it would be Cosmic Baseball. I mean, you kidding me? Of course.
The weirdest, most fun night in baseball history, some would say.
And that was a breaking ball that gets a call on the outside corner. 3 strikeouts in 4 batters for Jack Spiegel. He looks really good, Connor.
Justin Spiegel's been incredible so far. He's just been dealing against this Knights order. He's looked like a real ace out there and could anchor this B-team's pitching staff.
TJ McGowan, another Virginia State product, cracks one foul backwards.
And again, I think he's a guy, if he pitches really well tonight and keeps rocking it here with this team, I think he could get a call up to the main squad possibly.
There's certainly, we saw it last year with a lot of the guys who were on this Peppers team to begin the season, like Brendan McCumber and John Girard. The Peppers needed pitchers down the stretch. All those guys only pitched for Tri-City at the very end of the year. So he certainly could be a guy that they give a look.
Absolutely, and seems like he has pretty good stuff. That fastball and breaking ball have been working wonders. Big speed difference.
We'll make it 3-1. And the name we say the most on the broadcast, it probably should be a player, but it's TJ the DJ. As that one is smacked into center field by TJ McGowan, the first hit of the day off of Justin Spiegel rather. And McGowan, who hit .340 this year for VSU, is the first base runner of the day for the Greenbrier Knights.
Put some solid contact on it. Drove it where the fielders weren't. Exactly what you're supposed to do. I'm seeing some Hanover shout-outs in the chat on the YouTube feed right now, too. Got to shout out our guys who just got with the main squad. Alex Christie, one of them.
We got some beasts from that squad.
Marcus Goodpasture,
who had a beautiful outing. 4 innings pitched, 1 or 2 hits, no earned runs. Helped the Peppers to that 11-0 win over the Holly Springs Salamanders. Alex Chalfant, the first lefty of the day on. He's down 2-1. So we see some bubbles ahead of us.
And a big crowd of kids, so they do a lot of gags with bubbles around here, so makes sense.
We also just saw on our screen MC Jody with the Sweet Frog. Sweet Frog mascot, and we can see our track man to the right of us as that is a strikeout and strikeout number 4 for Spiegel. Colin, who runs our TrackMan operations, all the analytics, he is not a fan of the Sweet Frog. If it was up to him, it would be called the Bitter Frog.
He He has been known to scare some, although he's beloved by many fans. I think he's a divisive character in the Chili Peppers realm.
It's true. Right now we have about 130 of you here on the stream. And if you're enjoying it, tell your friends. History's about to be made. Throw to second. And unable to control it is Maddox Childress, the shortstop.
You know who isn't a divisive mascot, though? Blaze, manned by our own David, our intern David.
David rocking Blaze tonight, and it's got to be tough because there are a lot of people, a lot of families, which means a lot of people trying to take pictures with Blaze. He's got a full workload tonight.
I know he had fun with it last night. He had a wonderful time being Blaze for the first time.
So it's Jalen Lovett, also a Virginia State guy, by way of Bryan and Stratton Community College, Virginia Beach. Spiegel thought about throwing back, but erred against it. And you see that ever-moving countdown to Cosmic Baseball. It could be mid-pitch at 9:15, and this game will stop. And the immersion into the unknown will begin.
All the players will go back to the locker room, change into their UV reflective jerseys that the black light works on. And you know what? The fans did a great job in wearing their, I guess you could say, some would say glow in the dark, but it's UV reactive jerseys and T-shirts and stuff. I know the merch booth has been real busy so far tonight.
And there was a grounder to the left side, fielded by Romano. He throws across the diamond in time for out number 3. Excuse me. Spiegel is through 2 innings pitched, has allowed just 1 base runner. Heading into the bottom of the second, it's 0-0. We'll be right back.
Up and coming teams in the country is right here in your backyard. Your Chili Peppers are making a splash nationally. We have 5 fireworks shows, 4 cosmic baseball games, Princess and Pirates, BJ Baseball, Love for the Game, Star Wars, superheroes, birthday parties, group outings, and some of the best food from any ballpark you'll ever visit. Make sure to head over to our website and get your tickets so you don't miss out on any of these amazing theme nights. Let's go!
So here at Titan Auto and Tire, we're a full
Chili Peppers and Knights knotted at 2 heading into the bottom of the second. Countdown rolls on. We are under 80 minutes until Cosmic Baseball begins. And if you can see on your screen, everything is taped with UV reactive tape, neon colors, and first of all, got to give credit to our incredible intern team, specifically our operations group. The people that make the thing run. Night in, night out, we're up here, as we get joked on about sometimes, yapping. And they're out there making sure everybody in Shepherd Stadium is having a good time. And today, making sure everybody is safe and will be able to see once the lights go out.
And they're all over the place right now, working in the kids zone over there on the left side with the bounce house, working with merchandise, food running with all the sweets that we have. We know they really enjoy doing that. And then just helping out all around the stadium in any way they need to. Some of them working with tickets. They just do everything.
Everything indeed. It's Grayson Harris leading off the inning, followed by Nick Romano and Jack Wilson. Harris has 6 at-bats for the big club as he skies one foul to the kid zone. He's 1 for 6 on the year, scored a run.
And that kid over there in left field looked a little too casual when that ball, screamer off the bat of Harris, bounced right behind him.
Certainly a close call. Harris rips one to the left center field gap, racing over and cutting it off to keep it from being an extra base hit is Victor Johnson Jr. Really nice play to keep it at one base for Grayson Harris, who hit that ball pretty hard.
Yeah, Johnson Jr. took a great route to that ball, was there in a hurry, and made a quick throw into second base, wasted no time, and robbed Harris of possible extra bases. Didn't even think about going.
And Sam Poor has been hit pretty hard by Harris in that at-bat. It was 102 off the bat on the foul ball, 94 on that single. Brings up Nick Romano. Romano, another Averett product. Took just 5 at-bats this year. And we talked about intern David earlier. The two played against each other in high school. He was a part of the rival Cosby High School and slashes that one down into right field for a base hit. The Peppers have runners on first and second with no outs here in the bottom of the second, and they are threatening with Hampton-Sydney's Jack Wilson up. Wilson can drive in his college teammate Grayson Harris with a single. Wilson coming off a really strong season, hit .304 for Hampton-Sydney. He's got some pop too. 4 home runs and 7 doubles on the season. First pitch to him misses outside. Foul ball swung high in the air.
Hour 16 left till Cosmic starts. Can't stop looking at that. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's like I feel like a screenager. Should be looking at the game, but can't get my eyes off of Cosmic Countdown. Poor delivers. That one struck into center field, misjudging it and making the catch. But not before a runner, or not after a runner gets into third on the tag up in Harris, is Keels. We talked about Keels' pedigree, but he almost misjudged that one.
But that's part of his talent. He has the speed to make up for maybe a misread of a fly ball and get back to the spot in time to make the play, and still made a nice throw back into second.
Now with runners on the corners, it's Gray Ellenberg, another guy who's traveled with the Peppers this season. He's yet to take an at-bat. Another guy who could benefit from some at-bats with this split squad team. This is not a Cosmic Baseball only split squad. There are a bunch of games on the schedule where the big club will be on the road and the split squad team will be here at Shepherd Stadium playing against teams often the Greenbrier Knights. Allenberg just likes swinging, whether it's a golf club or a bat, as the runner's going to get into second. Romano with a steal. And the catcher, Trevor Harris, wanted to throw to second, but realized that would probably let the run of Harris come into score, so wisely pocketed it. But Ellenberg was a golfer at Colonial Heights High School, a local product Won team MVP as a senior in golf.
I wonder how common is that golf-baseball connection. I know a lot of guys in any discipline do love to golf, but I feel like I've seen many a baseball player, at least from where I'm from, enjoy a game of golf.
Ellenberg rips one. It's off the third baseman. Hits the runner at short, who is in between second and third. So an out's recorded. The second out of the inning on Romano, but a run comes into score. And that should make it 1-0.
I think you'll have to score that one a fielder's choice. Didn't really have a lot of control of that hitting the base runner, Romano, but technically made the choice of not throwing back to first. So I think that might be the play, or just the E5.
That'll bring up the 9-hitter Maddox Childress out of Richard Bland College, a JUCO right in this area. Breaking ball misses outside. Throw back to first. McGowan, the tag, not in time.
And we see the road sign for Richard Bland College every time we drive to the park, too. That's how close it is.
I was like, this is eerily familiar when looking up these players, and that's why. Poor deals. Ball is passed, and Ellenberg will be into second. Peppers already up 1-0, and the rare game where you can win twice, Connor.
I think the Peppers are going to be looking to do that in front of all these home fans. It's their thing, and they've got to nail it down for everybody watching, and everybody, well, watching the telecast and then watching at the stadium. They've got a lot of people to impress here.
Indeed. So we're itching up to 150 viewers on the stream. Welcome all of you. We're so happy to have you. And just you wait until this thing goes cosmic. You think we're having fun now.
And we won't say what happens yet, but just wait for even the half innings. Between the half innings, I should say, what goes on then.
I think they call that a tease in the business.
Oh, I think they do.
You're just going to have to stay with us and find out exactly what we're talking about. But let's just say owner Chris Martin has referred to Cosmic Baseball as an hour straight of stimulation.
A shot of energy to your bloodstream for that whole time. You're never going to be bored in that full hour.
So our scoreboard reads 0-0. It's 1-0. As that struck into left field, drawing back to the track and watching it fly from Maddox Childress's bat is Johnson Jr. And the Peppers take a 4-0 lead on Cosmic Baseball Night, breaking out the bats in a big way.
That's a preview.
There certainly will be more of those. Or at least the goal will be to get them and not just to improve the score. Childress absolutely barreled that ball. That was kind of reminiscent of the home run that the Tops hit here last night.
Yeah, Cole Robinson, their first baseman, smacked one over the netting over there and left, and this time Nolan McCabe almost does the same thing, does it better.
So the Peps take a 4-0 lead. And that brings up the top of the order. McCabe singled and made it all the way to third last inning. For Sam. Rather, it was McCabe the homer. So it's Cheatham. Bases are cleared. And Cheatham strikes that one foul to bring the count to 2-2. Pitch misses inside, 3-2.
If anyone's looking for an update, 21 minutes ago, the score is 3-2. Back in Wilson, Chili Peppers still in the lead.
Strike called on the outside corner. Cheatham goes down, but not before a home run makes it 4-0 Peppers. We'll take a quick break. One VMI pitcher takes over for another as Owen Riley comes in to face the 8-9-1 of the Greenbrier Knights with a 4-0 lead in his back pocket.
I think they'll be giving a lot of guys opportunities tonight with the nature of this game. Just let all the guys play, and I'm curious to see what the substitutions will look like during Cosmic Baseball, see if they try to give everyone a taste of that type of action.
Will be very interesting to see. Owen Riley is the third of three brothers to have attended and played a sport at VMI. Brother Aiden was on the lacrosse team and Will on the baseball team for 3 full seasons. Caden Smith leads things off, and Smith Harris keels, and he's hit on Riley's first pitch of the night.
What an outing it was for Spiegel, though. 4 strikeouts, only the single base hit, 2 innings pitched. Real nice work from the righty.
To continue to acknowledge our commenters, Coach Ray is here. How's it going, Coach Ray?
How we doing?
Pitch catches the outside corner. Counts 1-1.
So there were some problems with the wardrobe in pregame, and they didn't have all the normal uniform belts ready. So you see out there, Owen Riley's rocking the Cosmic belt, giving a preview of the full uniform.
Yeah. See some guys in those. Some guys rocking the regular belts, but a couple of guys for the Peppers rocking the Cosmic Belts. Trevor Harris out of Alvernia University. The 9-hitter in the box. Alvernia, a private school in Reading, Pennsylvania. Harris misses inside, tosses the bat, and the first two runners of the inning have reached against Owen Riley. Riley was actually high school teammates with our pitcher tonight, Sam Poor, for the Greenbrier Knights. Both went to James River High School. And given that both of these teams, the split squad for the Chili Peppers, these aren't guys who are coming in for the summer and staying with host families. And for the Knights, seems like more of a local thing, mostly. Definitely a sprinkle of guys outside of the area, but for the most part, guys local to that area. So a lot of names and schools that are very memorable. Ring a bell for a lot of our viewers in the Virginia area. That ball hit high in the air. Coming in and making the grab is Romano. That's out number one, a big out for Riley.
And you talked about those local schools, though. That's what surprises me most about Trey Keels finding himself down here, playing at Miami of Ohio this past season, and West Virginia to start out, and now somehow here he is.
So Portsmouth, VA native, so in that area, but definitely hasn't played his college ball in that area. As Keels slinks one high in the air and has it caught. A couple of fly balls have really helped Owen Riley in finding his way out of this inning. He faces the 3-hitter Victor Johnson Jr.
Made that nice catch out and left just a little bit ago.
It was a ball that just hung in the air. He was able to get under it. Riley didn't get a whole lot of action, but has his pitch, breaking ball, bounce off the catcher's leg and get to second and third. Gave up 2 earned runs at LSU on February 18th. It's a game that another Peppers pitcher pitched in, Clark Driscoll.
Saw him last night.
And against Norfolk State, 3 earned runs in no innings, but finished his season on a high against the batter, Victor Johnson Jr.'s Virginia State team. Ground ball left side, Romano gets it over to the first baseman Harris in time for out number 3. Gets himself in a little trouble, but is able to maneuver out of it, and it remains 4-0 Peps heading into the bottom of the third. The Tri-City Chili Peppers are up 4-0 on the Greenbrier Knights here at Shepherd Stadium on Cosmic Baseball Night. For those who are just joining us, this game will be played normal until 9 o'clock. Under regular light, the teams will go into the locker room, change. A light transition will take place, and things will go cosmic. The first ever outdoor sporting event to be played under black light will happen right here in Colonial Heights.
And I think I agree with Aaron Jackson's comment here. It's a very exciting idea, and honestly, I think it could help make a sport that's been thought of as boring by many people, give it some new pizzazz, something that's been attempted with the new pitch clock, which is not a part of this league, but is a big part of Major League Baseball and most of college baseball now.
I think that's a very good point. As a new pitcher enters the game, Bryce Burchett from Methodist University takes over. And he'll face Colby Motley, Preston Robinson, Grayson Harris. And it's no secret, Connor, that baseball has a little bit of a reputation as boring.
Sure does. I mean, some don't like how long the games draw on, sometimes like 4-hour slugfests and 10-9 ball games with a lot of walks, but it's part of the beauty of it.
Certainly, but, and I'm not saying that Cosmic Baseball to adopt for a regular season game or anything like that, but we see another comment from Sprite Cranberry 16 who says it could be successful, it would be cool for the MLB, like the All-Star Week, and I think that's a very good point.
Absolutely agree. Also, hey, I love the name.
Some people might say gimmicky, but want to know what about gimmicks? They're fun.
They are. I mean, look at the Savannah Bananas.
If gimmick is a synonym for fun, then I'm gimmicky, I hope.
I think it is. It can be.
Motley down, or even in the count, 2-2. And the Peppers could be blazing a trail.
This is the first time anything like this will ever happen, and it'll be successful. We've seen it in action here and there over the past week, and this is going to pop once it's on.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to be able to attend a practice for the Chili Peppers for this split squad team, and it was really, really cool to watch. And even in that night, they did it earlier. They turned on the black light earlier than they will tonight, as Motley stays alive with a foul ball. And I think that what really was incredible was even when there was still a little light going on, it still popped. So tonight at 9:15, when this thing is really dark and it's only the black light coming in, it is going to look incredible. And it's going to be even cooler because all of these fans, I mean, looks like 80% of the fans followed directions and got these UV reactive colors on. So it's going to be something like you have never seen before. We're close to 160 people here watching, and in the stadium, it's about 1,500 to maybe 2,000. It's unbelievable how many people are in this stadium. We've had some good crowds opening night, the first weekend game of the year, last Saturday, but this is just jammed in, standing room only type of deal at Shepherd Stadium, Connor.
Again, we saw the tickets sold out over a month ago. I think tickets are sold out for the next game too. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And just you see the host of people walking around at their seats. The suites are all fired up with people. People are hanging around the bullpens and stuff, and it's just a great scene here. Even the bleachers we have out down the third base line are mostly filled up as well.
And it's a question of, or an answer of, how is this sold out? Not every seat is filled. The answer is that if everybody was in their seats at one time, they would be. As Motley cracks one to left center, giving way to Keels as Johnson Jr. He makes the grab for out number 1. But there's so much to do here at Shepherd Stadium. A beer garden down the right field line, suites area, an area under the shade to enjoy your food, and the concessions line has been long all night. A lot of good things to eat over at the concession stand. Some barbecue sandwiches.
You can see the smoke coming from the grill over there and smell it from here too. It smells incredible. I'm hungry.
That makes 2 of us, Connor. As far as the pitcher goes, Bryce Burchett is on the developmental roster for Methodist. And he's entering his 2nd season a part of the Greenbrier Knights. And to remind everyone, this is a cross-league matchup. Nothing will count for the standings, but you couldn't tell from the fan presence here. They've been loud tonight.
Gotta love the way everyone's come out to support the Chili Peppers, and of course they've got to support the team playing their game over in Wilson too. That's a 4-4 ball game at the bottom of the 5th.
Those Tobbs are real tough, 6-1. If the Peppers can grab a win there, would be very, very big. That ball is cracked down the first base line and dumped into right field for a base hit. Preston Robbins, his 2nd at-bat is a success, and the Peppers have a runner at first and 1 out for Grayson Harris, who singled and scored in the 2nd inning.
And Harris made some pretty hard contact on that foul ball, and then the initial base hit out to left field. So a guy like him, 390 average at Hampton-Sydney this past year, can do some damage again.
391 is impressive. I think more impressive is he took 128 at-bats, 6 strikeouts. That's a guy with bat-to-ball skills. As he cuts at a fastball, gets a rare swing and miss, and the throw back on the back pick is into right field and will get Preston Robbins into scoring position. So a little trouble for Bichette. Who didn't have to change anything with a runner on base. He works exclusively out of the stretch. Ground ball right side. It's past the 2nd baseman, Smith. And Connor, now you have to worry a little bit, because if you're a Greenbrier Knight, because some errors in the regular light, you have to consider that things do get a little bit tougher in black light.
I have noticed it's a little tougher to see the ball when it's on the ground rather than in the air, so there is some potential for that, but I think everyone in this field will be able to figure it out. The players on our side seem to have no issue.
That's a ground ball to the 3rd baseman. Throw to 2nd for 1, over to the 1st baseman for 2. Not in time. It's past the glove of McGowan. And a runner will score. Make it 5-0 Peppers. So 2 outs, runner on first for Romano. Or after Romano grounded into a fielder's choice, it's Jack Wilson. That one's ripped over the 3rd baseman's head. Down for a base hit. And the Peppers have runners on first and second.
Well, people have said the Peppers are hot lately. I think this includes all facets of the team, including the squad we're seeing right now. Already 5 base hits for the Peppers split squad today. 5 runs come across. They've looked really good.
It's a 1-0 count to Gray Ellenberg, who had a rocket to the left side his last time up. Ended up being a fielder's choice that scored a run. Count is 2-0. Pitch in, misses low. Count is 3-0.
And Burchett struggling a little bit with the command early, but got some time to get going. And again, it's an exhibition game, so if you struggle a little bit here, doesn't count against anything.
Pitch misses inside. Childress comes to the bat with 3 runners on, bases juiced. It was Nolan McCabe hitting a home run last time up. Maybe the runner who precedes him can get there now. Greenbrier Knights looking to get back to the top of the Tidewater Summer League after last year was the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs winning the championship. And in that championship game, they took down the Norfolk Redbirds 3-2. Ground ball backhanded by Lovett, eats him up. Runner's gonna score. 5-0 Peppers. 6-0 rather.
So another run comes across for the Chili Peppers, and B squad looking really good so far against the Greenbrier Knights.
Just a hard hit ball. A lot of hard hit balls. And Jalen Lovett's been having a tough time over at short.
Sure has. Missed a couple of plays, but again, it's good experience. Get those tough plays out of your system, and then you know what to do afterwards.
It's true. Not a guy who you want to be in the hole to, though, in Nolan McCabe, who already has a shot to left field that made this a 4-0 game. It's hit high in the air. McKay, one of the more experienced guys on this split squad team. Swing and a miss sends the inning. Burchett allows 2 runs, but not after striking out Nolan McCabe. He keeps the damage to 2 runs.
New pitcher out there for the Chili Peppers B squad. It's Liam Stewart, graduate from high school. He's a Shenandoah commit in the class of 24. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to YouTube TV, where we're bringing you some Chili Peppers split squad baseball against the Greenbrier Knights of the Tidewater Collegiate League. The other part of the Chili Peppers squad over in Wilson playing against the Tobbs. Charlie Benami alongside myself. Connor Shue drawing closer and closer to the first ever unveiling, publicly at least, of Cosmic Baseball. First man up, it's Jack Almeida. He struck out swinging his first time up against Justin Spiegel, the starter. He went 2 innings, no score, 1 hit, the only base runner he allowed, and 4 strikeouts. He looked really good. Down low for a strike on the second pitch. Liam Stewart standing 6'3", 215. Another one of those Rise Baseball guys. The travel ball team and developmental program as he gets another swing and a miss. Partially headed by Chili Peppers manager James Bierlein and the owner of the Chili Peppers, Chris Martin, who we talked about earlier, really got the vision going for Cosmic Baseball, as that's nubbed foul, or that one draws fair, just stays in, and that is a base hit for Jack Almeida. It's only the second hit of the evening for the Greenbrier Knights. Just under 40 minutes to go till Cosmic Baseball begins, till they turn off the normal big lights that we have here and turn on the black lights that are sitting just below them. After a 15-minute intermission with some fun stuff going on still out here on the field, we'll be back with the Cosmic jerseys on. All the players, they'll go back to the locker room and put on those UV reflective jerseys, just like similar colors to the shirts that all the fans are wearing. Hot pink, very, very light green. Those will all glow in the black light that we'll see not too far in the future. Stewart throws a fastball and a changeup. Fastball range is 87, 89, and the changeup around 79, 81 miles an hour as TJ McGowan takes his walk. So 2 on. First 2 batters reach base against Liam Stewart. Last inning, Owen Riley, the VMI guy, came in relief of Justin Spiegel, his VMI teammate, and pitched a scoreless inning, allowed a walk and hit a batter. Strike number 1 to Alex Chalfant. He struck out in his first at-bat.
You can kind of feel the buzz starting to come a little bit as it gets darker.
Hit that one towards the second baseman. Throw over to second. Throw back to third. Tried to back pick the runner over there, but he was back in time. So the Peppers get the lead runner out, or at least the lead in that double play situation. Almeida still at third. McGovern is out running to second, and Chalfant reaches on the fielder's choice. So this brings up Jaden Lovett, one of a couple of Virginia State guys on this roster. An upperclassman there. But Liam Stewart still on the bump. Allowed a couple of base runners, but got that ground out. Again, going to Shenandoah University, a private university in Winchester, Virginia. Only 4,000 enrolled there. And again, not a far drive from here. It's one of 5 Methodist Church-affiliated institutions of higher education in Virginia. How about that?
That's something.
Stewart fires. As that long wind gets some good extension off the mound. And again, going back to that earlier comment about the possible success of this is there's a big cut and a miss and a strikeout. Or that was strike 2 for Levette. But the potential success of this, the MLB using it in an all-star weekend type of setting, that'd be really awesome. Grounder gets by the third baseman, shortstop gloves, fires over to first, and he's just a tad late, so that'll drive in the first run for the Knights as Lovett reaches on the infield single.
And really good job by the first baseman, Harris, to knock that down. Could have potentially been even more trouble.
Brings up Caden Smith, playing second base today. Plays his college ball, or will play his college ball at Methodist University. Just finished his final year at Currituck County High School. And he's faced some adversity. Had a broken finger his junior year of high school. Missed most of that year and still came back to play summer ball with his club, the Dirtbacks Gold. From Currituck, North Carolina. Cracks that one up in the air. Drawing towards it is the right fielder, makes the grab, and fires it down to second. No runners advance. And Trevor Harris stepping in at the 9 hole. If he reaches, it'll bring up Trey Keels, the right-handed batter. Very right-hand dominant lineup for the Knights. Only one lefty. And that's Chalfant. First pitch ball. 2 runners on. Man on second and a man on first as we draw closer to Cosmic Baseball, just about 30 minutes away. Buzz continues to grow. You can hear chatter from that crowd. They're ready for it. Down low for ball 3. 2 outs. And Stewart just looking to get out of this first inning of his.
Not the ideal start, but you're not too far away from scores being completely diminished, so not too big of a deal.
I wouldn't say so. Cracks that one up in the air, foul. Do it again. Now we're at 3-2. Full count, 2 outs, 2 men on. One on first, that's Lovett. And on second, it's Chalfant. Lovett had that RBI single. There's the fire. Double steal is on, and they just trot over as he'll take his base with the walk. So 4-2, and now the bases are juiced for Trey Keels. Top 100 prospect coming out of high school, committed to West Virginia. Only took a few ABs there. To be exact, 5. But he had a game where he scored 3 runs with West Virginia. So had a nice moment there. Now he finds himself with Miami of Ohio in the southern part of the state. Had a 197 batting average this past year, but a 385 on base, so he walked a good amount, 13 walks. He also got hit 10 times in only 37 games played.
Strikeouts remained an issue, 28 in just 71 at-bats.
Hits it up high near the netting, and it's behind the netting. Foul ball, and a fan has a souvenir. Kid's pumped up. Up to 185 watching this stream now. Numbers will probably continue to climb as we get closer to the cosmic baseball spectacle. 1-1 for Trey Keels. Checks at it. Called strike. Keels out of Portsmouth, Virginia. High school All-American his junior year. And was the #1 shortstop prospect in Virginia, but has since found himself playing in the outfield in college. Real first name? Alvin. Like the chipmunk. Dribbled foul. Keels will go back in for the 2-2. 2 outs, but the bases are loaded. Could do some damage with the wood. In that one game where he scored 3 runs, he had a double walked and reached an error. Came around to score every time as he was out in front. Swung and missed at that 80-mile-an-hour breaking ball out of the hand of Liam Stewart, so he gets out of a jam. 6-2. Chili Peppers B squad is up. Talk to you again in the bottom of the 4th. New pitcher out there for the Greenbrier Knights. It's Aiden Cunningham. He's a two-way player at Maryland Eastern Shore. 6-1 ball game here on YouTube. First time we've done that this year. Typically on Flow Baseball, but with the occasion, I think it's only fitting we're here on the YouTube broadcast.
And I think it's interesting, Connor, as we near closer to Cosmic Baseball, we are just, let me check my counter because I'm not too good at math, less than 30 minutes away from Cosmic Baseball being played, less than 15 minutes away from lights being turned off.
And we'll stick with you guys during those 15 minutes and update you on everything, as there will be some festivities in between. I am so excited, Charlie. How about you?
Very. And Jason Foster of MLB.com wrote an article about all of this. And like we mentioned earlier, started with an idea from Chris Martin, Chili Peppers owner, about that came because they gave glow sticks to fans. And he thought of the idea of essentially, what if we could just have black light? What if we could have no light? And it led to kind of a dead end at first because, one, it had never been done before. The closest thing they could find was tennis being played under black light, or glow-in-the-dark tennis. And as Chris Martin put it, that was just guys messing around.
And this is far from it. It's very fun, but not messing around with how great this will be.
So the company that he reached out to originally was JW Electric. They were certainly intrigued by it, but didn't think it was possible. And the man, because of that, the man who's partially responsible, almost as responsible as Chris Martin himself for this, Chad Lawson, came in. He's a manufacturer's rep with Federated Light in Richmond. And he was kind of the visionary. He was the one who was really willing to see this thing happen.
And he made it happen after Alex Ferguson of Mary Washington strikes out, pinch hitting for Drew Cheatham. Ferguson, teammate and friend of some familiar faces, Bobby Askew, Noah Roots, Brendan McCumber, all Chili Peppers with the main squad playing their ball at Mary Washington, as well as our two of our three sales reps, Ryan Schwartz and Mike Dennis. One of those, our housemate, back at the Chili Pepper intern house, and got the book on Alex Ferguson, who was a sales rep last summer with the Chili Peppers and did an outstanding job. Fouled back by Colby Motley.
So there are 18 500-watt black lights around the field.
And we did one last test of it last night after the game against the Wilson Tobbs, and everything went perfectly. So excited to see it go well again tonight, and see the comment about the thoughts of Cosmic Baseball being 9 innings. And hey, maybe that's a possibility in the future, but just a taste of it in 3. Swing and a miss by Colby Motley, another batter down on strikes.
And Jacob Lee was one of the players who was tasked with the early testing. And originally he thought he was going to have to concentrate a lot harder, as he put it in the, or as he was quoted by MLB.com as saying, so I don't catch a baseball in the teeth. But he said that it was a lot easier than he thought it was going to be to get used to it.
And they figure it out, and it'll be here soon enough in just 23 minutes' time. First pitch drops in for a strike against Preston Robbins. He flew out and singled, came around to score a second time. Aiden Cunningham, the man on the bump right now. It's a two-way player, again, at Maryland Eastern Shore. 10 2/3 innings pitched. 5.91 ERA. That was way inside and hit the batter Robbins, so he'll take his base. First base runner issued. Cunningham had 11 strikeouts in those 10 2/3 innings, but did struggle with the hits. 14 of them, only walked 4. And he was at the plate as well, but just didn't have a season to remember, unfortunately. 0 for 13, 12 strikeouts. And a new hitter at the plate as well, pinch hitting for Grayson Harris. Takes first pitch for a strike. That's Gio Brigo, also known as Giovanni. Second pitch in for a strike. Or I should say that's Gio Briggs. Briggs, a high school graduate this past season, and another one of those Rise baseball kids. Swings and fouls that off. Left-handed pitcher in high school, as well as playing first base in the outfield, from Chesterfield, Virginia. Committed to Randolph-Macon College. Another one of those local stalwarts in this area.
The alma mater of James Bierlein.
Played college ball there. Bierlein, the manager for the Chili Peppers since their inception. Swing and a miss. 3 up, 3 down. Parade and Cunningham, or 4 up, 3 down, I should say, and gets a clean inning. We'll talk to you again in the top of the 5th. Cosmic Baseball up in 20 minutes. See our mascot Blaze greeting some fans and getting a quick picture as we introduce our new pitcher. Out there for the Chili Peppers, it's righty Jack Waite, another 2024 high school graduate out of Moseley, Virginia. Committed to William and Mary. Jack Waite, the first batter he'll face off against Sylvester Clark.
So Cosmic Baseball on the way. We are really nearing in. I'm excited for all of it, but I think perhaps the transition will be the coolest part.
Excited to see what the reactions look like when those black lights turn on here at the stadium. Everyone in their neon type colors. The easiest thing to compare it to would be glow in the dark, as there's a big swing and a miss and a strikeout. The first batter by Jack Waite. And here comes the strikeout victim of the game, Victor Johnson Jr. He was struck out in his first AB, and that meant fans get $3 PBRs for 15 minutes. How about that?
I wonder how, are they the taller ones? I'd assume so.
I don't know. Obviously, that's not something we're going to investigate during a broadcast, but we'll have to have someone tell us.
I mean, I just think there might be some people on the stream who are interested in knowing.
I would imagine. Johnson Jr. played this past season at Virginia State. Spent some time at Patrick and Henry as well for a couple of years at a local community college. 250 average, 382 on base, 390 slug at Virginia State this past year. 25 hits, 6 doubles, couple of home runs. And you hear the PBR chants from fans. And with the population in this stadium, you can imagine a lot of these fans are excited for some late night baseball with a beverage. Johnson grounded out last time up. Drawing closer, 16 minutes to Cosmic Baseballs. That's ripped into center field and drops right into the glove of McCabe, who made a nice route to it. And this brings up Jack Almeida. And you see some fans out there standing by the netting out there in the outfield, just getting a look at the game. Don't think I've ever seen that before, but maybe they got a ladder or something out there, drove a truck behind it or something. That's pretty cool.
I remember them mentioning that very early on in the summer, that that's something that would happen for these high-capacity games. I mean, we have very little room in the seats. This game has been sold out for about a month, so if you were interested in it, swung on a little too late, if you will. But it'll be super interesting to see who gets these tickets to the next 2 games, or rather the 2 following the second, because there are 4, and the second is already sold out as well. So if you're interested, you got to really get involved in that early.
And I don't know yet, but I'd imagine the third is drawing closer to a sellout. And this is going to be our last half inning before Cosmic Baseball. 15 minutes on the dot right now until we have Cosmic Baseball. So the setup will start as soon as the next out is recorded. Jack Almeida with that lead foot drawn back. A setup in the box I haven't seen too often as he swings and misses. Up to 240 watching now. Welcome, everybody. And indeed, we do have to wait till the darkness draws on, and 9 o'clock seemed like the opportune time. Swing and a miss. 6-1 Chili Peppers, and we'll talk to you again when the black lights begin to turn on here soon. History will be made in just a second. And this begins the hangout session before Cosmic Baseball ensues. We've got a whole band on a trailer going along the infield. How about that, Charlie?
Only in Chili Pepper Baseball, huh?
You can say that again.
Music pumping, and it's not going to stop. I think now we can kind of start to tell people what is fully going on. And that is, in between innings, we're going to have home run derbies.
And that's
There
what we
isn't
were.
going to be a stop in music. It's just going. An hour straight of stimulation is basically the only way you could describe it.
It's how it was described to us in our training during the preseason, and I think we're about to have some live music right in front of us, too, as part of all the spectacles that we're not completely hip to at this point, Charlie, but I think I'd prefer it to be a surprise.
Oh, most definitely.
So you got a live band, all with the Cosmic Chili Peppers jerseys on, getting ready with their amps and everything.
Pulled by a wagon.
That is awesome. All trying to get things set up over there. We got a synthesizer, drums, guitar, bass, everything you need.
Everybody's ready to, and there's a DJ set up right in front of the backstop.
Got the DJ set going down there. Everyone's getting hyped up down on the concourse. Love the energy we have here at Shepherd Stadium tonight. And again, less than 10 minutes to go until the black lights turn on, and we have Cosmic Baseball on hand. That's, again, at 9:15 tonight. And what a moment that'll be when that comes on, Charlie.
I mean, this is already such a fun moment. Everybody is getting hyped up. We got shout going on. Say you will, Connor.
Oh, I'll shout. Certainly. And get a look at our DJ set over there and the rest of this crowd. Again, at capacity at Shepherd Stadium. Drawing closer to 300 watching the stream as well. And welcome to all the new viewers here. And hopefully everyone's having a wonderful night from Virginia, North Carolina, Germany, Ohio, wherever you may be watching. And they've said Cosmic Baseball has gone global, so we're hoping we're represented that way in our viewership. Had calls from all across the nation of people coming from as far as California to come and see this spectacle that'll happen in less than 10 minutes here at Shepherd Stadium. We got Charlie dancing in the booth.
Is this the Chili Peppers broadcast booth, or is this the club?
I think it might be the club. Vibes are great. Everyone's getting hyped up. We got Philadelphia in the house over in the chat.
Philly, Philly.
And if everyone can, we'd love you to shout out your hometown
Tell us where you're from.
in the chat of our live feed here on YouTube. We'd love to know how global the Chili Peppers have gotten at this point, or national. But just thoughts leading up, Charlie. How are we feeling? Anxious, possibly?
My heart's pumping. I mean, this is just, again, like we've hammered home, this is a first in organized sports. And it's a historic moment no matter what. But I have a feeling it's going to be the first of many. So to be a part of this is very cool.
Houston, Virginia, New York City.
Broadnax.
Broadnax, look at that. Knoxville, Arlington, North Carolina, Colonial Heights native right
We
there.
got somebody who played some games. We got Utah.
Let's go, Utah.
The Utes in the house.
Shout out. And of course, Shepherd Stadium, home to many a high school basketball game. Or baseball game,
So we've got NYC and we've got Huntington Beach. That is across the country. So we've gone national. Somebody get me an international viewer. Come on. I know somebody here.
I'm waiting on the very first Germany we hear, or maybe a United Kingdom by chance. See some Huntington Beach, North Jersey, New Hampshire, Greenville, North Carolina.
Lee Howard went from Greenville, went to college with Chris Martin
Look at
at
that!
Hampton, Sydney.
Big stuff. The Henrico Fire Station represented.
Thank you to our firemen.
Chesterfield County, home of Rise Baseball. Look at that. Australia.
Australia, Sam Walker. Here we go.
Ecuador checking in. India.
Oh, man.
Alexandria, New Hampshire, Madison, Wisconsin. Boy, are we everywhere.
We got some live music on, rolling in the deep.
And Japan. Japan checking in. Cleveland, Ohio. Almost my home. I'm from Northern Ohio, so love to see the Ohio representation. See some Cincy as well. Another Chesterfield, and a town that's so crucial to Chili Peppers baseball. Chicago. Gio Briggs is your nephew. Sarah, shout out to you. Thailand checking in as well. How about this, Charlie? Love the representation we're seeing from everybody here.
I mean, this is great. We're up to 320 people just about. This is a party, and you don't want your people to miss it. Scranton, PA, the home of the office. Send this link to everybody. We're having a party in Shepherd Stadium. We're having a party on the stream.
Send this link to Steve Carell.
Send this link to Steve Carell, indeed.
And we've got a party out there. You see some fans enjoying themselves, and you see
We've
the
got
show.
someone watching from the Squirrels game in Richmond. No disrespect to the Squirrels, but you'll have a lot more fun if you come on down to Colonial Heights.
Wyatt Prather says he loves Cosmic Ball. It'll be here in just a second. Baseball player from Prather U as well. Shout out to you.
Enjoy your night.
Enjoy your night, brother. Lansing checking in
Zach
as well.
Sardenik, one of our former broadcasters. Shout out to you.
Shout out Zach Sardenik. Oh my goodness, former Chili Pepper broadcaster just a couple of years ago, was part of that broadcast of the year in the CPL. Big shout out to you. Shepherd is electric right now, and boy, we are enjoying it right
Tanner
now.
Ecker, a former Chili Peppers intern, thank you for tuning in.
Look at that.
Brady Pennington and Wyatt Prather both asking for Alex Christie. He is on the road with one of the Chili Peppers teams, but you're going to stay here because this is still awesome. And the next Cosmic Baseball game, we'll have Alex Christie for you.
Mon Valley Pro Wrestling tuning in from PA. Hello to you too, Bryson. And we got a Charlie shout out too, Dylan Burfield.
How we doing?
Look at that. More Alex Christie requests.
Alex Christie, everybody who was here last year loves Alex Christie. I've only gotten to talk to him a couple times, but he is awesome.
And a John Gerard shout out as well. He's also on the road. More representation. Shout out to Light Tower 7 operator. We do not have an ID on who's operating which tower, but shout out to one of our interns, whoever is over there manning that.
Canada, eh? And also
Hey.
gotta give a shout out to my hometown, Limbrook, New York.
Hey, Mexico checking in as well. Read that Cosmic Baseball article from MLB that we were checking out earlier and talking about, and everyone seems to miss Alex. I think we got to get him in the booth for the next Cosmic Baseball game, Charlie.
Definitely. We've had some mic'd ups too. We gotta get these Hanover guys mic'd up, obviously.
Hawaii checking in. North Dakota, and another relative of Gio Briggs. His grandmother or grandfather checking into this one. Look at that. This is awesome.
We're getting towards 400. I think we can get there.
I think so. New Hampshire again. 361 is the viewership right now.
Pump it up. Tell your friends' friends. Log in on 2 different devices.
And Justin Spiegel's grandmother, Mary Lou Schubert, your son, he pitched a great 2 innings, I must say.
Grandson was dealing. He looked really good today. 4 strikeouts in 2.
Another look at the crowd. Everybody getting hype here at Shepherd Stadium. Jake McDonald says, "What up, Chuck?"
Jake! He was just a hair away from the Coastal Plain League. Former ACBL pitcher.
Shout out to him. Someone repping Colonial Heights.
And we have another supporting Giovanni Briggs, number 46. I don't know who we need to call, but we need some Gio Briggs.
Big shout out to him.
And we have this band just absolutely killing it right behind home plate.
Some more Brady Pennington shout outs as well. Apparently he threw a perfect game against Denison this year. Big shout out to you.
Polk, Nebraska, loving the broadcast. We love Polk, Nebraska.
Shout out to Rob Perez and Chris Martin. Someone says, big shout out to them. That's Jonathan Salmeron, and if I remember correctly, I think that's an ex-Chili Pepper intern.
I believe that is. We love to see our former interns, and we love to see everybody new coming in. And does that sound like Mr. Brightside?
Oh, I think it does. We are live here, everybody.
I mean, how about this? The Tri-City Chili Peppers are just moments from making history. Honestly, we could just do this for the rest of the game. I even forgot about the baseball.
How could you forget about the baseball? Unreal, Charlie. Another person who went to school with Chris, Jamie Johnson, shout out to you.
Chris, a multiple-time all-conference performer at Hampton, Sydney.
Jack Marshall with a shout out to intern Millie. Shout out to her, and my mom checking in. Hi, Mom. Love from Huron, Ohio.
Alex Ferguson getting a shout out. He's in his last college baseball-esque game until his job goes in with the Tigers and Red Wings in sales. So congratulations to him.
He had an AB earlier, and will be working with the Tigers and the Red Wings over in Detroit. So he's moving on to some big, big things. 423.
That just jumped from 403 to 423 in a second.
So live here in black light. It should be on any moment now. Thank you for the shout out, Fillmore 61.
That's my dad in the name of my late dog.
Big shout out.
I mean, this is just insane. We've got like 8 mascots in the building. The Sweet Frog, the Chili Pepper. I saw the Chick-fil-A cow. I mean, this is crazy.
We got some more shout outs for Gio Briggs. And then a shout out to Preston Robbins from Father Curtis Robbins. Look at that.
James Johnson is so pumped about this. I'm pumped about your Grateful Dead profile with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Hey,
Clock says 0. It's coming. We promise.
And my father's reminded me there is a song named Cosmic Charlie by the Grateful Dead.
I'm well aware.
They should start playing that. Q's shout
We
out.
got somebody from Qstown. Go Orange. Oh, man.
This is just incredible. Up to 444 viewers in this broadcast right now. We're just having a great time, everybody.
And
Multitude
UVA
of countries.
just walked off. So we're going to get a lot of viewers who are just watching University of Virginia. It is just a little bit chaotic, but mostly awesome. We know the countdown is over. We are momentarily away. We have to remind you this is the first time in the existence of the entire Earth that something like this is happening. So the countdown isn't 100%, but it's going to get there, and we're ready to roll in just a few minutes. Keep it here because this transition is even going to get more electric. Shout out to JMU intern Lily Payne.
Look at that. More interns shouted out.
Somebody's watching from the moon.
That's incredible. We have not only gone global, we've gone planetary. We're moving down the solar system now. Another Justin Spiegel shout out. And got to go back earlier, a shout out to JW Electric, one of our sponsors.
And some of the people behind this wonderful thing, originally they thought, no, we couldn't. But through perseverance, they said, yes, we could. And now we are moments away from Cosmic Baseball.
Someone checking in post Savannah Bananas game. Look at that. Sean Ryan.
Shout out to my sister, the intern, Katrina.
Katrina's right behind us. Want to say hi on the mic, Katrina?
Hi.
Thanks for that, Katrina. Someone claims to be here from Mars.
Someone said they're posting this IG story. Let's get to 500. Let's get to 1,000. Shout out to Bryson.
Bryson shouting himself out.
He wants a shout out. He gets a shout out. We're givers.
That is a power move right there. And we are seconds away.
Here we go. Oh! The lights are off. Look at him go. Look at him go.
We are live.
This is insane.
Cosmic Baseball is here.
Oh my God. Look at the numbers pop. Look at the pinstripes. It's beautiful.
This is incredible. The jerseys are popping. The bases are glowing. And the tape all around the stadium emitting. And look at those jerseys. It looks like it's a bunch of ghosts out there.
This is unbelievable. From Shepherd Stadium, the first ever sporting event played under black light. Oh man.
That is incredible. The first ever blacklight baseball game underway here in the Tri-Cities. This is awesome.
Both teams re-emerging. And this is just awesome.
Double shout out to Justin Spiegel and Connor Spears. Some people watching from all over the Pittsburgh, Wheeling, and Morgantown, West Virginia area. Some shout outs for Camden Weston as well, as we're underway here with Cosmic Baseball. I don't know if this could have looked any better, honestly.
My expectations were through the roof, and this is just unbelievable. We've jumped 300 viewers, I think, in the past 20 minutes. I think we can get to at least 600, 700.
Up to 480 right now, and it just continues to climb by the minute. Love to see it, and even the band glowing out there.
So we've got a new lineup. I mean, just insane. I keep on saying that, and I don't know another word. I mean, do you see this? YouTube, do you see this?
And once the teams take the field and get in their positions, we will update you on which team is which, as they're all wearing the UV reactive jerseys. A reminder, this is the Greenbrier Knights versus the Tri-City Chili Peppers split squad. And some congratulations to Chris, Rob, and the whole team. And we've got someone coming on the 28th for one of our Cosmic Baseball games. Shout out.
Someone's watching from the Durham Bulls Stadium. One of the best baseball movies of all time.
How about that? And of course, you got to get in a little bit of practice out there. And you see from our center field camera, look at all those shirts pop out there in the crowd and on the field. This is something else.
And, you know, Colby Motley made a comment in that MLB article that in a way it was easier to see the ball than it is in a regular nighttime baseball game. And the ball certainly pops. That's definitely, seeing this again is my first impression.
Shout out for Clay.
Clay!
Big
Intern
shout out.
Clay, he's running the scoreboard tonight.
Our guy Clay, only about 50 feet to our left. I don't know if he can hear us right now, but big shout out to you if you can hear us, Clay.
Clay, you just got shouted out on the broadcast. He can't hear us. But regardless, I mean,
Speechless.
speechless indeed. This is the coolest thing I've ever been a part of.
I think I'd have to agree. This is simply history. Need this in MLB The Show 25. I agree.
I think Spiegel might be our most popular. He's gotten a lot of shout outs as we inch our way towards 500 viewers.
How about this? 488 watching now. Just continues to grow. And again, part of making this all happen, got to shout out our director, George Gaston, currently on the controls, getting everything going right now. He's done so much for us so far this season. Someone says they need this in the MLB. You know what? I agree. And a shout out for intern Alex as well.
And a shout out to Dennis McDonald.
Alex, one of our social media interns, doing his thing right next to Clay, actually.
And I agree with Jonathan Sakaguchi. This is too sweet.
Hey, and someone says, let's go, George Gaston.
George!
Eden Shiano, shout out.
4 away from 500. This person is watching on TV, YouTube, and TikTok.
Hey, that's a great reminder for everybody that we are currently live on TikTok. So a shout out from our PA announcer, Jason Dean. It does take a minute for eyes to adjust.
So that is why we're still just going through a little infield practice, outfield practice. Some guys getting some flicks in the outfield. I mean, how could you not? I'm going to need a picture in this.
This is pretty sweet. We've got our shirts on, ready for this. Hey, there's a shout out for Liam Stewart. He got an inning earlier on in this game.
You got some Rick Astley going.
Never going to give you up, and that's what the Chili Peppers said when this idea popped up in their head. They never gave up on this idea. Heck, everything is glowing right now. The stairs are glowing. The railings are glowing. The people are glowing.
And we've seen this played out before with just the players and some interns here. And it's not even close to how cool this looks right now. All the fans did their part by getting their Chili Peppers merch. And even if they aren't in, just wearing neon UV reactive colors. And this is amazing.
This is incredible.
Clay comes in to say thanks for his shout out. We're at 494. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Let's go. We are so close.
And Clay, you got a shout out earlier. Oh, he's out the door.
We have Nate here. Where's Nate's shout out? I'll give Nate a shout out because he rules.
And someone, Channing, your whole family is watching on all platforms. Big shout out to you guys.
Thank you to Channing. And somebody says someone should have put on that color paint for eye black.
Oh!
And me and Connor are wearing eye black.
We were prepared. Many of our interns put on the eye black. Up to 500 viewers. Shout out to you, Bobsled United, putting us over the top. And another Justin Spiegel shout out, and some more Hanover. Marcus Goodpasture, John Gerard, Alex Christie will all be playing in the next Cosmic Baseball game. How about that? Things just couldn't have gone much better.
So for the Chili Peppers, the lineup remains the same. Giovanni Briggs and Alex Ferguson, who pinch hit, stay in the lineup. And that has to be very exciting to our group of people who was very excited about Giovanni Briggs being in the game.
He'll take some more cuts in this Cosmic Baseball. We'll play a handful of innings here in a moment. And your brother is the Chili Pepper. We've got to put eyes on the Chili Pepper. Blaze himself.
And again, this is just the beginning. We haven't even gotten real plays yet. Even watching the independent fielding has been unbelievable. This is just one of the coolest things, probably the coolest thing I've ever seen. I mean, dollars to donuts. Scoreboards turned off and out in the outfield. The Chili Peppers did everything possible short of taking a bat to the lights outside of the stadium to make sure no light is bleeding in besides the black light. And I can't really even fathom what's going on right now. And for Greenbrier, they come in with a bit of a different lineup. Clark, Johnson, Almeida, McGowan, Chalfant, Kaylee, Whitmire, and Mitrasak.
Some more Giovanni Briggs shout-outs as well. Also for Katrina Carlson, some Grayson Harris love from the fam. Check that out. Sam Poor as well. And all the way back, a shout-out for John McDonald for Lauren Elizabeth and her 3-year-old. Shout-out to you guys.
Somebody asked what the umps will be wearing. They weren't given uniforms, but they do have sleeves. But umpires are boring anyways.
Shout out to Angel Hernandez, who recently retired. Who likes Angel Hernandez here?
I think Angel Hernandez would love this game.
I don't think so.
Who is the red pepper today?
That is Hillbilly Jesus' brother.
Hillbilly Jesus, who is your brother? What's his name?
Hey, Chase Rocks.
I notice you, Chase Rocks.
Would notice him. Hey, Jax needs a shout-out. And to Texas on Top in your
Texas
family.
on Top. We love Texas. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em horns, baby.
It is 5:15, 515 people. And it's going to be, for the Peppers pitching-wise, Will Maloney, Zach Davis, and Jamie Catula in the first, second, and third. The first, second, and third pitchers here tonight. We have a shout-out to number 40, Mr. Williams, Jameel Williams.
Shout out Jameel.
A
Class
fan
act.
and intern favorite.
Class act.
Jameel is the best.
Love that guy.
Jonathan Samrin, this guy rules.
Umpiring is boring.
Saratello from Morehead City, North Carolina.
Marlins represent. Come on.
Hey, I think we're getting I think we're bringing somebody in from the Marlins to the Chili Peppers.
Someone doesn't like OU, I see. Oklahoma University.
I'm sorry. Boomer Sooner. Shout out Aiden Cunningham, the two-way player.
He pitched the final inning we saw pre-Cosmic Baseball, which will be underway here soon. And you got to look at those umpires right there with the orange sleeves. That is awesome. And someone says Jamie Katsula has the best changeup this side of the Mississippi.
Jamie Catula this year was roommates with one of our sales interns, Ryan Schwartz.
And we had a talk with one of his teammates, Mike Dennis, about the background of Jamie Catula and how he plays. And he did talk about that nasty changeup. So big shout out to that. Catula will be pitching tonight. And hey, we're being asked to say whether we'd like the Peppers or the Knights to win
We
this
are
one.
the Chili Peppers broadcasters, and we are the Chili Peppers. During a regular game, we try to keep it as impartial as possible. It's Cosmic Night. We want the Chili Peppers by 10, 50, 100, a million.
100 million thousand. The Chili Peppers, we will ride with them till the end. And someone says they've been waiting on Cosmic Baseball almost as long as they've been waiting on NCAA Football 25.
Cosmic Baseball came out before GTA 6.
Big shout out for Dallas Cayley, pitching with the Knights from Hilo, Hawaii.
So an interesting thing to look at here as Will Maloney gets ready to go. Maloney is pitching behind an L screen. So some people worried about safety. Chris Martin, Rob Perez, and the Chili Peppers crew. Safety is the #1 priority, and that is why we have a pitcher behind an L screen. And our umpires, they're wearing those arm sleeves like I talked about, and that's the only part of them you see. So umpires are invisible. Soon they might be invisible forever with the robotic umpires, so maybe this is foreshadowing by Cosmic Baseball.
It's very possible. GTA 6 needs Cosmic Baseball. Come on, I agree. Shout out Coach Wyndham and Justin Spiegel from Justin's little sister. Up to 524 viewing this one on the YouTube cast. Got a good group of fans viewing this one. We've had a lot of fun checking out these comments so far.
And guys, I just need to let you know, this is going on. This is 2-3 more times of this. And I expect you all to be here.
And not to mention, shout out to Maddox Childress batting in the 9 hole today for the Peppers Split Squad. They're asking Texas or Sooners. I don't know. That is a tough one. I think I'd have to go Sooners. I'm a Baker Mayfield fan, personally. And I think we're about to get things cracking here, everybody. We've got our first batter.
So to illustrate how excited I was, I'm currently profusely bleeding out of my nose. And to those who know me, that's classic. Connor, why don't you start off a little bit, talking a little more?
Hey, I've got you. So I think it's a new game, essentially, where we're at. The whole thing, the whole previous 5 innings we've had, or 4 in a third, those are washed. And this brings up a whole new ball game. First pitch is grounded straight to first, and it's an out.
That is history. First pitch, first hit. Unbelievable.
We are buzzing here, to say the least. And let's see who we've got up here. The nosebleed holding Charlie down a little bit.
No, we're still alive, just a little nasally.
Just a little bit. Hitting a foul back by the new batter.
Victor Johnson.
Victor Johnson rocking the number 7 now in the Cosmic jerseys. All green, so the Greenbrier Knights fittingly are rocking the lime green jerseys in this one. And someone says he should send this ball to Cooperstown. He had a couple home runs with Virginia State.
We're
in
being
this
told
past
to
season.
shout out the Yankees. Nope.
I
Sorry.
don't feel like it either, personally.
Keep on the stream, Jax, but
My allegiance stands with the Cleveland Guardians, personally.
let's go Mets.
And here comes the pitch. Nice take in the first
Struck him
called strike.
out.
Called strike 3 for the man on the bump. That's Will Maloney with his first strikeout. And the first strikeout in Cosmic Baseball history goes to Will Maloney.
And depending on where this goes, you could imagine that this is just something that could be forever. I think this is going to be the first of many. As the pitch hits our third batter.
That was Jack Almeida. Hit there. Mostly the same lineups as we saw earlier.
Unfortunately, I will not be going to the pitcher's mound.
Personally, I'm here for the Charlie Benami pitching appearance.
And you have to think that maybe the thing that's hardest to do here is hit those curveballs. And Maloney doing plenty of that. Another swing and a miss. Adam McGowan.
Hey, we've got some shouts for a Rob Perez at bat.
We need a Rob Perez at bat. Maybe next game.
I would absolutely be here for that. I'm just excited to see the first home run.
Well, you know, there's going to be a home run derby.
And there will be a home run derby between every single inning, every single half inning, I should say.
As that one's cracked, foul.
Let's see this one drawn to foul ground. Oh, that's out on the street. So some unassuming person driving by has possibly seen a glowing ball fall onto their car.
Bum, bum. We got Sweet Caroline playing.
What a great vibe.
Cosmic never felt so good. The pitch in, ripped to left field, and down for a base hit. The first base hit in Cosmic baseball history belongs to Almeida. Congratulations to Jack Almeida.
Hey, we've got a shout out for Michael Dolberry.
Dolberry, not here yet, but he should be here very soon to help the Chili Peppers.
Currently playing ball at UMC Pembroke, having quite the year.
And another beautiful curveball from our pitcher. Will Maloney. Maloney, another friend of our intern, David. This is just an unbelievable spectacle. And you got to give all the credit to Chris Martin for the visionary idea of Cosmic Baseball.
He really made it all happen, and seeing it come to fruition out here on the ball field is just miraculous. It's awesome. Cut and a miss, and it finishes our first inning of Cosmic Baseball ever.
What a first inning of Cosmic Baseball indeed. Peppers give up a hit, but Will Maloney, the first pitcher in Cosmic Baseball history, gets out of it with a runner on second. The Peppers will come to bat for the first time ever in Cosmic Pink. We'll be right back. Rather, we're still here. I spoke too soon. How about a home run derby?
How frickin' about it? We've got a Brandon Ike shout out as well. Starred for the Chili Peppers last summer. Jordan Oliveira shout out as well.
Somebody's dog is there with them, so that has to be history. Agreed. The hats are so clean, we agree.
The hats are rather clean. Hey, shout out to Garrett Siegel. You'll be part of this event with the Greenbrier Knights, and here's the home run derby. Starting out throwing from almost right in front of the mound. Off to a slower start. Oh, here we go.
That's cut in. Oh, and just a little bit short. And all these balls have been spray painted on and sanded by our wonderful intern team.
Ripped to left field. I think that one's going to go. Not quite. Warning track power.
That one swung on and missed.
Still yet to see a home run, but again, every run will count as an official run in the scorebook.
So you think this is meaningless? These are runs in the game.
Hello to the entire Oz Park Youth Baseball League. Shout out.
Shout out to Chris Martin indeed.
And no runs come across for the Knights in their first home run derby appearance. Tough start. And that was Trey Keels.
Trey Keels took some good hacks but can't get a run. So now the Knights will have to play defense. And for the Knights, they were down 6-2 in this game. But it doesn't matter. They're back out. And the Chili Peppers are here.
All that matters is what happens now.
Shout out to Maggie May the dog.
Big shout out. And we're getting more love for a shout out for Jax.
Shout out Jax. All right, guys, we're under 500 again. I need you to tell your dog, tell your neighbor, tell your best friend, tell your enemy. You are doing your friends, families, and other loved ones a disservice by not getting them right here, right now to witness history.
Some say there should be a chili pepper sprayed on the water tower. I think I agree.
Oscar O'Coin out of SUNY Oneonta onto the mound. Pitched just 2/3 of an inning at Oneonta, has that 3/4 arm slot, and the first batter coming up to bat for the Chili Peppers in the history of this experience is Colby Motley.
And Motley took an AB with the main squad as well, so I'll be hyped to see what he does here.
We saw Motley in his batting practice with the big league Peppers, and he was just shooting them out there. So he's a power guy, and maybe he's a guy who we could see out there to, hit some of those home runs in the home run derby in between innings.
I think so. We're getting some more dog shout-outs, too. Hudson and Quincy. And someone's neighbor, Tony Edwards. We're getting some ridiculous shout-outs here.
We're ready to roll for the second frame of Cosmic Baseball.
We got Mike Dennis checking in. Check
Mikey
that out.
Dennis, super intern. Trying to break the record set by current player in this game, Alex Ferguson, in sales.
Big shout out. Super intern, better catcher. I agree.
One of our roommates.
Just right across the hall from us. Shout out Mike.
Great guy. Shout out to Jax's dog, Pebbles. Motley is clipped. And he'll take a walk. The first base runner.
Look at that, the first Chili Pepper base runner in Cosmic Baseball history.
Another wrinkle here is that both teams are wearing Chili Peppers uniforms. A backflip from the runner. Are you kidding me?
This
This
is
has
incredible.
everything. Matthew McGovern stealing second. The first steal in Cosmic Baseball history.
I am in utter disbelief. I can't believe this. It's incredible.
Shout out Boomer the dog. Boomer Zornberg, the GOAT.
And look who it is. It's Alex Ferguson at the dish.
The sales legend. He cranks one high in the air. Gonna be a tough play. And that is foul.
Gotta watch your head when you're out there in foul ground, especially over in those suites. Head on a swivel.
Gotta
Please.
keep your head on a swivel in Cosmic Baseball. How could you not? That's hit up the middle and over the head of the center fielder. McGovern with lightning speed, and we have ourselves a run. Another runner running through the stop sign and inside the park. Home run!
Oh my goodness!
Cosmic Baseball, are you kidding me?
This is the first inside the park home run we've seen from any team here in Shepherd Stadium this year, and it happens during Cosmic Baseball.
I didn't know they put jetpacks on people's backs for Cosmic Baseball. That's the fastest I've ever seen someone run.
Someone has this playing on an 80-inch screen. That is the proper way to watch this and witness an inside the parker like that.
I apologize for the voice crack. I got a little excited. Cosmic Baseball, how about it? Tough start for O'Coin, but he gets a swing and a miss.
Motley's at the plate.
There's some repeat numbers. You're just going to have to bear with us. That's a ground to the left side. Throw across the diamond in time.
The players on the field are mostly the same right now, but they're all wearing random numbers. Random numbers that just happen to fit them on those jerseys that they've all picked up today.
So that was Aiden Cunningham at shortstop out of UMass.
And he pitched earlier. How about that? Oh, bounces that away.
O'Coin having a little bit tougher of an acclimation to all of this than Will Conley did. But did get that massive first out, but he misses inside.
Hey, you know what, though? I love that sidearm delivery in this cosmic setting, the way the ball comes off the arm and the way the jersey moves. That's pretty awesome.
Shout out Charlie Blackman. Go Rockies.
Big swing and a miss, too. But big shout out to Charlie Blackman.
I didn't think I'd be shouting out Charlie Blackman today, but here we go. Nice breaking pitch from O'Coin. That's a grounder. Nicely fielded, bouncing throw. Oh, and making a play with the splits on first base is TJ McGowan. Beautiful play from Greenbrier.
He was sitting down and made that play. What concentration over there by TJ McGowan. And we want a water tower shot here. That
Water
would be
tower power! Is that it? Oh, it goes foul. For those who don't know, we have a water tower in right field. That just adds to the beautiful aesthetic here at the beautiful Shepherd Stadium. That's ripped to second base. Play made on the knees, throw in time. Side retired, but not before an inside the park home run, the first in Cosmic Baseball history. I'd say we're going to break, but that just doesn't happen. Hours straight of stimulation for the Cosmic Nation of Colonial Heights, Colby Motley.
Here's the second installment of the Home Run Derby. Do we see a home run get on the board this time, Charlie?
I think so.
Already some seconds taken off the clock, too.
That one's grounded to the left side.
This is just wild.
That struck deep to left field. And they'll watch it go.
I lost it in the air. That one certainly went to the moon. I think our one viewer on the moon caught that one.
We did have a viewer who's claimed to be on that moon. And that's what I'm talking about.
Another. Oh my goodness.
Motley just crushing baseballs. Those things have a family. Does he have one more in him? Last pitch. Cranks it. That'll be too short. But that will add 2 runs for the Peppers.
Incredible effort, though. A handful of cranks right there.
Bob Schenk's wife is the bassist in the band that played. What a great band that was.
Indeed. Saw some Mr. Brightside get played among other bangers.
Shout out to Madeline and Lily.
South Carolina, shout out. 5-1 ball game. Peppers put up a handful more with the long ball.
Shout out Chase Lovell.
Just what a night we're having here with Cosmic Baseball. It's incredible. It's just something else.
And you believe it, and our pitcher has face paint on.
That is awesome. When we thought this game couldn't have got much better, someone throws on the face paint. That is huge.
And we have a little bit of face paint, but nothing like this. This is something else. Shout out to the Rise 10U family. That facility and training center is owned by Chris Martin. Instrumental in all of this. Someone said imagine a knuckleball in the Cosmic Baseball game. That would be tough, Connor.
I don't know how well that would work out, but I wouldn't be opposed to seeing one, I'll tell you that much. R.A. Dickey would be incredible at Cosmic Baseball. I would love to see that.
So Aiden Cunningham leads off.
We'll see what he's got with the bat in his hands. He got a chance in the field, made a nice play over at short, and he threw 3 strikeouts back on the mound.
Zach Davis, the pitcher for the Peppers.
And big shout out to Zach Davis again for rocking the face paint. That's awesome. That is electric.
Just so cool to get into the mood. Aiden Cunningham from University of Maryland Eastern Shore, though he's transferring.
Looking for a home now, and he'll certainly find one with the way he's been pitching. Had a great outing in that one inning earlier today.
Shout out to Jess Lovell. We're shouting out everybody.
Filth from Zach Davis, though.
Oh, and we have TJ Taylor asking us to shout out new Chili Pepper Zion Taylor, who's on the road. Connor, do we have a score update on the Peppers versus the Tobs?
Let me ask my plug for the score. I will be back in a moment with that. Oh, 9-8 final. Tubbs unfortunately got the W.
The intonation of your voice got me very excited. So
I had to play it up a little bit, you know?
well, that was very sad, but at least these Chili Peppers are on their way to a victory.
Tubbs up to 7-1 on the season, though. They're having a heck of a year, Charlie.
A heck of a year. Cunningham staying alive. Shout out to Cortland.
Shout out to Ezekiel Tovar. That's awesome. One of the best shortstops in the MLB. Come on.
And that's strike 3 on Cunningham. Zach Davis starts his night with a beautiful pitch.
Davis has been great so far.
I mean, it has to help that he has that awesome face paint.
I think it adds, you could say, ability, but also aura, perchance.
Aura. A baseball stat in the making.
I think we'll have to find a way to quantify that here soon.
I don't know how to quantify it, but I know this. If you're wearing face paint during your pitching outing, you've got some of it.
Boy, I'd say so. Oh, the take at the plate. We got to be swinging at everything here in Cosmic Baseball.
There's no taking. What is this?
Baseball? I think it's baseball.
It's Cosmic Baseball. It's a completely different thing. Whitmire reaches the UVA Wise commit, and that'll bring up Mitrasak. So,
Barstool Sports just shouted us out on their Twitter.
wow.
How about that?
That is
That's something.
pretty dang cool.
Couple of outs on the board now. What can the Greenbrier Knights, excuse me, get going on with this? I want to see the Knights get on the board right now. Obviously, we're looking for a Peppers W here, but I want to see them put up a fight.
We are jumping for joy in the Chili Peppers booth. I can't believe what's going on. This is just unbelievable.
Big shout out to Barstool Sports for giving your fellows a plug. How about that? What a night it's been so far, Charlie.
I mean, you just have to take a second to breathe.
Hey, again, another Geo Briggs shout out, though. Got to give respect. Another family member tapping in to watch the broadcast. He made that first out unassisted at first base. Round of applause. And we've got our next round of a home run derby. Let's see how this plays out for the Knights. How fast is that pitcher throwing? Fast. That's my answer for you.
I mean, this is just unbelievable. Through everything. You just can't even fathom this. It's going quite like this. Colby Motley. And it just continues here with the home run derby.
Oh, come on. Let's see one. Ah! No homers that time, but we've still got more time for more home run derbies, Charlie, don't we?
We do indeed, Connor. You want to call some plays?
I'd love to.
I think I lost my voice.
How's that nose feeling?
It's okay.
We're getting a lot of shout-outs for somebody's grandpa, Steve Middleton. Big shout-out to you. Oh, my goodness. We're in for another inning of cosmic baseball here. More shout-outs for Steve Middleton. This is incredible. 5-1 ball game, by the way, everyone. This is still a baseball game. It's an exhibition, but we're playing some real ball here, and this has just been an incredible time. It appears we've got Oscar Aucoin back out to pitch the inning. Suni Oniata product. And again, the catcher glowing behind the dish. I still can't get over that scene in action. This has just been incredible. And we've got an Audrey Schmidt shout out.
Audrey!
Big shout out to one of our sales interns, Audrey. We've had shout outs for many an intern on this broadcast so far. And Batman is shouting himself out here in the chat. So the Peppers are back up to bat. What do they have? Blank the Knights in the last inning of cosmic baseball we've seen here. We got to see 4.5 innings of baseball. And now here we are with cosmic baseball. Pitch inside for the ball. Scoreboard is off in the outfield right now. And let's see what we've got. Another pitch inside, and wasn't quite a cosmic walk, but I was ready for it.
I mean, not quite. I think the control from the pitchers has been honestly astounding.
Hey, our first cosmic walk, though. Take a look at that.
There we go. But for it to take this long is impressive.
It really is, and another man up. And this has just been breathtaking, to say the least, so far. It's been so much fun. Grounder to second. They try to make the double play, and look at that. A baseball-y play getting the lead out with the lights off. How about that? And still just the numbers all over the place. We don't really know who's up to bat, but we did just hear from our PA announcer, this is Gray Ellenberg up to bat right now for the Chili Peppers. So we'll see what he's got here. Shout out to Kyle Andrzejczyk, currently hurt on the IR with the Knights.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out Big Cat. We need Big Cat here for sure.
Who knows? He could be seeing this right now, for all we know. Pitch outside. It's hard to call this like a normal game, truth be told, Charlie.
Well, case in point, the inside the park home run.
Dribbler over to second, throw over to second, and they make the lead out again. So look at that, more fundamental defense shown off by the Knights. This is awesome. We got another person coming to a game on June 15th, and that's just in 2 weeks. So excited for that game and the other two cosmic baseball games that we've got coming up here at Shepherd Stadium. And I can promise everybody in this stream, those will be just as electric, if not more, than this right now. And there's where some of the struggles come with adjusting to this blacklight baseball. That pitch was way outside from Aucoin, and you can't blame him. It's tough to spot your pitches in the zone when all you can really see is the glowing jersey of the batter and catcher, and then those bright orange sleeves of the home plate umpire. Great view of the high home right there. And this guy's got himself a 2-0 count. Grounder up the middle. Do we get a double play this time? No. Throw over to first. And a heck of a play made by the shortstop. And this is just all over the place, but looks like we're done with another half inning. And bring on the home run derby, everybody.
Has it been 3 innings? Has it been 6? Have we been doing this for a full day? I mean, like, time becomes a warp in this thing.
Mikey Dennis. Negative 150 odds for the HBP. I say book it too, Mike. And Tommy Garrett makes a good point. This could mess with people's depth perception out there on the field. Tough to handle. First pitch rocketed into left field. Deposited into the warning track. No! Another one ripped pretty far, but that just got over the wall. Oh, my goodness. Come on. Let's see another. Now, this guy making some great contact, but look at the green smoke bounce off the ball when this guy makes contact. Something to behold. Rips another grounder. Come on. Get it in the air. Oh, here we go. Dies in center field. And this is Alex Ferguson, the ex-Chili Peppers sales intern. Again, this is the last time he'll play in a baseball game as he sends that one far. Home run, Alex Ferguson. The ex-Chili Pepper intern ends it with a bang and gets high fives from the guys. So that concludes our fourth home run derby we've seen tonight in a fever dream of a baseball game that we've got here. This has just been incredible. And we're back at it again. No breaks here. And as our own Chris Martin has said, nonstop stimulation. Just what a spectacle this has been. And then the regular squad that played on the road against the Wilson Tops tonight, they'll be playing in the next Cosmic Baseball game. And I saw one of our first baseman, Crew Bolden, earlier before they left on the bus, and he said he was pretty hyped up to play in Cosmic Baseball coming up here soon. And, you know, I can't blame him. This just looks like so much fun to play in. It might be a little tough, might be some challenges, but all in all, it just seems like a blast.
Yeah, I think that it's going to be really fun to see the full squad here.
I sure am excited. This is just something else. And still a good contingent of fans here, a few innings into the Cosmic Baseball spectacle. Again, one of 4 that we will see this summer. And we've got another Chili Pepper up there on the mound. If we find a number, we'll give it to you guys. And yes, this is an absolute vibe. Oh, and our intern Alex shouting himself out on the comments. Alex Gonzalez, part of the social media team, making some of the graphics for the team. Big shout out to him and the rest of the social media squad. Deanna, Isabel, Katrina, and Alex. I want to shout out all the interns.
Can we think of all of them who we can shout out?
I think so. Hey, let's start out with George and Cullen in the booth here. Cullen, our TrackMan operator. He's just here for the vibes right now. This is exhibition, so doesn't quite need the TrackMan right now. But these guys doing some great work this season so far, I must say. Batter at the plate. And I'm just waiting to see some of our staff get in this one. Swing and a miss from number 11, we'll call him. Swinging that lime green bat that just looks so good in this Cosmic Baseball environment. And it is an 0-2 count, so we're still keeping track to a degree here at Shepherd Stadium. Rips that one up high into center field, but we have a cosmic out as that one dropped on the infield. Nice play by the second baseman. Someone should shout out Kobe Bryant. Big shout out to the Black Mamba.
Huge. Rest in peace, GOAT.
This may be a baseball broadcast, but it's room for everybody. You know, how about this? Shout out to Bill Walton. Rest in peace to a legend. Bill Walton would have loved Cosmic Baseball. What do you think?
I think it's sad that it didn't intersect.
I know. Seems like something he would have been pretty big on. Ripped up to the shortstop, but couldn't quite make the play. And something we've noticed, the shortstop, it's always tough to see that ball bouncing across the ground. It's easier to see when it's up in the air. So always a little tough to make those ground ball plays. And he couldn't quite make it that time over in the hole. So another chance at life for the Knights, who must just be having a ball, win or lose. And here comes the cosmic pitch, the cosmic swing and a miss.
Does everything just become cosmic?
I think so. We're doing a cosmic broadcast right now. I'm about to take a sip of my cosmic water.
We're going to have some cosmic Italian food after.
Smack that one out to right field. Runner going around to third. Oh, don't stop. Come on. Test it. Got to see some more risks taken here for Cosmic Baseball. We saw that on that Inside the Parker, though.
Right. You'd think.
And our PA announcer, Jason Dean, shout out to him. He is giving a big shout out to TJ McGowan, who just ripped that double and said, hey, isn't this his new favorite form of baseball? And I think I'd have to agree. So let's see what Jack Almeida has. Dribbles that one right up towards the L screen. Pitcher throws to first. In the first time we've ever seen a play off the L screen, 2 runs come home. And look at that, 2 more on the board for the Greenbrier Knights. They are getting active, and the Geo Briggs shout-outs just keep coming. That is awesome. This guy
unbelievable
has himself quite the fan base. That's pretty awesome. Big shout-out to Geo Briggs. We've given some love here and there throughout the broadcast. And just what a trip it's been so far. Some are saying the future is now. I think this is the future.
Wow!
Get to third. And everyone's celebrating after that play.
Diving grab.
Cosmic diving grab.
Cosmic diving grab.
How about that? 6-4. But that was one heck of a play, and I gotta imagine how hard could that possibly be to make that diving grab out in right field. It's almost pitch black out there. You've got the reflective tape on the outfield wall all across that our awesome interns, our awesome ops interns more specifically, put up all throughout the day today, and they'll stay up until the second game, which is in a couple. And watch out for that hot shot going foul. And you can just see the orange of the umpire rushing back to first base. This is just such a unique scene here in Colonial Heights, Virginia. Well, where else would this be? I think it's the perfect site.
Where else?
Wrigley? No. Fenway? No. Yankee Stadium? Not quite. Shepherd Stadium is the place to be on June 1st, Saturday night of 2024. And not to mention June 15th right here in a couple of weeks. It's just an electric atmosphere here on all fronts as we wheel out the L screen. And we've got our next home run derby participant See if the Knights can put some more on the board. Still nothing out there on the scoreboard, by the way. Just a note. First hit ripped out into left field. Thought that one was going to go, but not quite. Another one. Hot shot, but just not quite enough off the bat. And I've noticed the mound is just glowing right now as that's a towering blast out to left field. Is that going to go? Oh, that's way shorter than I expected.
The depth perception's a little tough.
I have been fooled time and time again with foul balls, or fly balls, I should say, early on in this exercise. What a wild game this has been. Home run derby as 10 seconds are left for the batter. Come on, let's send one over the fence. That had a chance. This one not quite. Come on. Last chance. Towering, and I think that's going to be a pop-up. Stays in the infield. More chances at the plate, though, as the Chili Peppers are going to come back out to hit in a game that has just lost all logic. And is this one possibly over? We're getting high fives over there on the Chili Peppers side. No, it is not.
Do you know the score?
According to our broadcast, it's currently 6-3. Things are just all over the place here. But, again, it's an exhibition game. It's all about the vibes, Charlie. Come on.
It's all about the vibes. Game doesn't count in the standings, believe it or not. I bet the Wilson Tops come here and play this game. I've got the Chili Peppers.
Hey, some say the Chili Peppers are hot. They lost today. They still scored 8 runs, and you can't forget about that electric win they had a few days ago when they went out to Hampton, Virginia to face off against the Peninsula Pilots. I think everyone needs to hear about this one. Well, we've got this big audience. We've just got to tell them about the excellence of that game. They came back from down 7-3 after giving up 7 in the bottom of the second. Came back all the way to win 10-7 in extras. And part of that was a tying 3-run blast off the bat of a high schooler, Jacob Lee. And then a ridiculous double play made by pitcher, catcher, and first baseman to get the lead runner out. And then the runner going to first out when the bases were loaded with no outs in the bottom of the ninth. And they got out of that jam somehow and won the game. Just an incredible showing by the Chili Peppers. And I think there's crazier stuff that could happen here.
We got an interview going on.
And whoever's on the mic right now was asked if they ever imagined Shepherd Stadium looking like this, and they said, yeah, I think so. Stuff's just crazy here. Hey, shout out to Alex. Great comment.
Loved it.
Hey, Garrett Siegel out on the bump now. We've got a pitcher identification. Thank you for the comment.
Airport interactions.
That is huge. And Michael Dennis says, good night in the chat. It's time for Cosmic Burgers.
I thought it was chicken parm tonight.
Cosmic Chicken Parm possibly coming later. We were treated to Cosmic Jimmy John's earlier today. It was pretty great. And a strikeout could be a Cosmic K. And this Cosmic pitch is a Cosmic breaking ball. And, not to be redundant, a Cosmic wave by the batter. Incredible stuff. And hey, shout out to one of our ops interns, Grayson, who's done some camera work too on the side. Great stuff from him. Giving everybody love here on the broadcast tonight as we're only a few weeks into the season here for the Chili Peppers, but it's just been such a fun season already and a great summer, and feels like this is the culmination of those few weeks of hard work that we've had here at the stadium. It's been great. hit back and foul. Watch out if you're in the crowd. I think that one might have just bounced off the netting. But that's close. Hey, and shout out to intern Xander, another one of our ops interns. And someone making a mention of cosmic brownies? I think we've got to have some of those at the stadium for the next game. Thoughts, Charlie?
I'm in. I am most definitely in.
How's that voice feeling?
We'll see how tomorrow feels.
Rips one way up high. That's drawing foul. And is out of play. That was certainly a strike. We're standing pat here in the bottom of the third. 6-3 ball game. Got a 1-2 count. Dropped it a little bit low. Someone says, cosmic brownies. Boy, I agree. That would not be the worst thing right now.
Yeah, how was that not incorporated?
Hey, now we've got the idea in our heads as the batter is walked. And we'll give it a shot again. Sometime in the near future for the next Cosmic game.
Ain't that the truth?
Ain't it? Look at that. We've got Alex Ferguson back up to bat for the Chili Peppers. Still haven't seen a Chili Peppers lineup card for this part of the game, but I do recognize Alex Ferguson there in the box.
True. There have been some number switches, but Ferguson, a legend in our on the field and in our intern department, hard to miss.
Indeed. Of course, we've referenced earlier, excuse me for that quick voice crack. I think I might be losing my voice too. Swing and a miss from Ferguson. Hit a handful of home runs in his appearance in the home run derby a couple of half innings ago. Smacked a couple dingers out to left field. Someone's looking for a signed Alex Ferguson jersey. Can we make that happen? Swing and a miss, throw down to first. Not in time. Or actually, no, not quite in time. But that was a strikeout. Colby Motley, I know this guy is up. Motley, again, one of the high school kids committed to VCU. Him and Jacob Lee for this Chili Peppers squad. Lee with the A squad tonight. Takes it on the black, strike one. And I'm looking from out the window right now towards second base and just looking at the umpire standing there. You can't see any of him except for the glowing orange sleeves. That's just a sight to behold. Still see a ton of lime green, orange, and pink/purple shirts floating around the concourse and in the seats. Crowd starting to filter out as the game draws on. It is getting late here. But for any fan that's come here, I think it's been a great time. And someone says they got number 40 Williams to sign a CPL ball opening week. I think that continues our good thoughts of Jameel Williams, real stand-up guy. Not playing tonight,
Just
but
a classy guy.
Great dude. Gave me some liquid IV before a game a couple weeks ago. Big shout out to him for that. I was hydrated. I was hydrated.
We need him in Cosmic Baseball.
We sure do. Rips that one into left field. It's going to get to the gap. Here comes a Cosmic runner around third as another Cosmic runner comes to second for an RBI double. And Colby Motley brings in the runner. Oh, my goodness. And that's Matt McGovern, who came around to score, everybody, and did a backflip just outside of the batter's box. This guy's electric, and I think we need to see him a little bit more often.
I think so, too. This guy is a pure swing. Not even just a cosmic swing. A cosmically pure swing.
And he can do a cosmic backflip as well.
He'll be at Radford next year.
He'll do good things there. And I think we know where he got those hops. He played volleyball in high school. He'll enter his freshman year at Radford. He's from Chester, Virginia. So this brings up Preston Robbins. He got a couple shout-outs earlier on the broadcast. Catches, rips that one to left field. I think that brings in another run and maybe two. He's digging for second, but he's going to be out by a mile, but not before two cosmic runs score.
Everything's cosmic.
What isn't? Nothing isn't cosmic at this point. It is cosmic baseball.
And I'll take a cosmic seat. I have been standing since we started this. An hour and a half. I forgot I was standing.
Hey, this brings up another man who's been shouted out many a time, Gio Brigo. And someone says we've called a great game on our Cos microphones. Hey, I really appreciate that, Buffalo Bart. That's huge. Ripping a foul ball from the bat of Brigo. So we're hanging out here in the bottom of the third cosmic inning tonight. Handful of runs on the board for each side. It says 6 on our scoreboard, but I think we've got some more there. And someone's asking for a shout-out of the beer garden and the kids zone. Big shout-out to those two areas of the ballpark.
Well, we can't even shout out the kids zone right now because that is maybe the only downside of cosmic baseball is there's no kids zone.
That is true. You can't really light up the bounce house and everything without diminishing the black light in the stadium. But someone says they had a great family experience here in the Tri-Cities, the best family experience in the Tri-Cities. So, hey, that means a lot for our staff. We're doing a good job. 9-3 ball game. And it looks like we're about to have ourselves another Cosmic Home Run Derby. How about that, Charlie?
That's amazing. What inning are we in? I'm not sure.
We're about to enter the top of the fourth, which, if we're playing it like a full 9-inning game where there's one half of it with one score as we played 4.5 of normal baseball, the top of the fourth would be one of the last parts of this ball game.
Maybe the last, but who knows?
We shall see. Maybe we see a heroic comeback from the Knights. That's ripped way up high, but I think it's going to drop in center field. It does. Another rip out to right. No homers yet. Off the man donning the backwards hat in the batter's box. Big rip out to right center. Go, ball. Not quite. That one might go, though. Out to left field, and it's gone. First home run of this derby, and we might see another. That's got a chance, but oh, it dies before the warning track. Come on. That's ripped, though. Not quite there. He got one, and they gave him the final pitch. Sent up high and dies before the warning track. Great effort, though, in the batter's box. And the fans do really want Blaze at the plate, which is something we'd love to make happen. I think we've got to get one of the players in that Blaze suit and step into the batter's box. That would be electric.
Singing along to Rain is a good thing, although in baseball, not really.
I don't think so. Would never wish rain, especially in any baseball game, but especially this one. This has been a hoot, as some would say. Let's go with a bit of an older term there.
An older term for a very new concept.
Absolutely, and some fans commenting way earlier in the game before the Cosmic Baseball began. I don't know. I think this could be an MLB All-Star Weekend type attraction, possibly.
We'll see. If so, they should have to pay royalties to the Tri-City Chili Peppers.
I think it's possible they could trademark it. I don't know if that's been
I don't know
done.
if it's legal to trademark lights
I think that's
or a
that's
sport,
true.
but
Or maybe you could the name Cosmic Baseball. I feel like that's possible. You could trademark the name.
certainly possible.
Because I feel like Cosmic Baseball is a very fitting name for this. It feels like you're out there in space. Obviously, I don't think space is just a bunch of popping colors and stuff, but it has that vibe, especially with the black light on the field. I think that really gives that space cosmic vibe that has given the name of this night. So we'll see what the Knights can do at the plate here. Get a look at the Chili Pepper bench over there. Just hanging out all casual. Couple of backwards hats in the mix. And this is fun. Should be casual. Some Red Hot Chili Peppers playing in the background. There has been music playing this whole time, and there will be for the entire time, and we're over an hour into Cosmic Baseball.
Hasn't lost its luster.
It hasn't. This is still just as fresh as it was initially. Got John Cena on the speakers now. Matthew Robinson says he feels the Peppers are going to win as that bounces off the chest of the third baseman. I think I like your idea, Matthew Robertson. Sorry.
It's actually crazy with the umpires. With only the sleeves, it looks like a shadow is just moving. Only arms.
I'm looking right now, and I'm focusing as hard as I can. I have my contacts in as well. I still can barely see the outline of the actual umpire aside from the orange arms popping out of the sleeves. That is something else.
I think I just killed a cosmic mosquito.
Everything is cosmic tonight. We've got Cosmic Baseball, Cosmic Mosquitoes, and Cosmic Brownies, and I just think I might pick one up after this game. Drops it inside for a ball. So the Peppers A squad is 3-6 on the season now, but those bats have really been warming up here in Colonial Heights. And even though we're a few weeks in, the whole team has yet to arrive, and we've got a lot of great ball players on deck for everybody who will be watching for the rest of the summer. Michael Dolberry from UNC Pembroke, Brandon Pond out of Old Dominion as that's deposited into right field. Runner comes around to third and stops. Is he tagged out? He is. The runner over at second. He'll be credited with that single. Tried to stretch it into a cosmic double, but was tagged with a cosmic out. This is a fever dream.
You think?
It's incredible. And I'm happy I'm here.
What a day to be a Pepper.
What a day indeed for the Tri-City Chili Peppers, for the CPL, the Coastal Plain League, or dare I say, the Cosmic Plain League.
I like that. I like that quite a bit.
I want to see some more pop. I'm waiting for another home run blast, but the way this kicked off with that inside the park home run, I don't know if there was a better way to really get this whole thing started. It's hard to beat, honestly. Still got a lot of people watching here, 265 strong. Shout out to everybody who's currently tuning into this broadcast. Baseball in the dark, essentially. What a concept. And it's being executed to perfection. It's been called glow-in-the-dark baseball many times by many media outlets who have picked this up. Bleacher Report, ESPN as such, Barstool. But
Brandon Stone says, need a cosmic ball game versus the Bananas.
It
We're down.
could happen. Savannah Bananas were previously a CPL team before going on a world tour themselves.
Come up with all those ideas, but couldn't come up with the best one. Cosmic baseball, just saying.
Gotta give respect to the Savannah Bananas, though. They put on a heck of a show. Gotta give respect where it's due. Some CPL veterans, like Savannah Bananas. And how about this as a story to tell your kids, especially for these two teams? When you're a grandpa, for the guys out there on the ball field, telling your grandkids, hey, I played in the first Cosmic baseball game.
It's going to be a story that we get to tell our grandkids.
That is a good point. We called the first Cosmic baseball game. Dribbler over to second base and just under the glove. We've talked about the challenges of fielding ground balls under this black light. They persist right there. And I've lost my pen. My cosmic pen, if you will. What else did you expect? Everything is cosmic tonight, I must say.
It's a cosmic world.
It sure is. And we're just here for the ride. And I don't know what else there is to be said that we haven't said about this spectacle of an evening here for Cosmic Baseball, but I just can't say how grateful I am to be here in this booth. It's been a great time so far, and it'll continue to be until the completion of this game. Just had an awesome time so far. It's been incredible. Rips that up high into the outfield, and the catch is made. It's 2 down now. So I've just got word, Charlie, that was not Mike Dennis spamming the chat as Mike Dennis. That was an imposter.
Huh. I think it was Ryan.
I think that would check out. Ryan, maybe even another intern from the house, possibly. I think it's Clay. Here comes the 1-0 from behind the L screen. Something, again, you don't see every day. And what a great time this has been for everybody in the stands, on the field, all the interns, everybody at the ballpark today. And I think the man who drummed this up, Chris Martin, can chalk this up as a real success tonight. It's been huge for the Chili Peppers. One could say they've gone global. We've had people tuning in from Mexico, India, Ecuador, all across the globe, some Canada, Australia, and all across the United States as well.
Everywhere, from sea to shining sea.
Indeed. It's been great to see this conglomerate of people gathering to watch a once-in-a-lifetime baseball event, as I think we're about to see some more runs and maybe a comeback, as that's a seed from center field. What a throw!
The walk-off!
That is the end. There it is. A hose piece from center field to end the ball game. An electric way to end an electric night as you see all those jerseys clumped together, illuminating the field to end the event of Cosmic Baseball for the first time That was incredible. And all you can do is smile after that's how this game ended.
We've quoted the Grateful Dead a couple times here tonight. They once said nothing left to do but smile, 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 and I agree. And this was just unbelievable. Thank you so much for joining us, Connor. Anything to add? I don't have much.
I don't have a lot to add either past what we've seen, but hey, I'm grateful to be here, and we're going to be here again in a couple of weeks on June 15th for the second installment of Cosmic Baseball, and I really hope everyone here on the stream joins us again after the fun we've had tonight here at Shepherd Stadium and on YouTube. And just to cap it off, it is over. Cosmic Baseball has ended, and officially the Chili Peppers have recorded the W 9-4 with 4 hits and 3 errors recorded. But what a game that was. And to quote Joe P. in the comments, this is the most wildest, most amazing thing I've ever seen. Joe, I think I'd agree, and I think that just about does it for our broadcast tonight. Thank you to Charlie Benami alongside me and George Gaston on the controls, and that will do it for myself, Connor Shue, and everyone else here at Shepherd Stadium. Good night, everybody. This was fun.